Welcome to the Princess Experience. I'm your host, Kieran Haslam, and we've developed this series so that we can continue to interact with you and bring you behind the scenes from here at Princess. We're going to look at products, some of the people, our past, and talk a little bit about our future as well. And ordinarily, we'd be doing that at boat shows across the globe, either in Dubai, Dusseldorf, Singapore, Cannes, or even Miami. But because we can't do that, we thought we'd do it this way. In this very first episode, we're going to explore the Y85. We'll be bringing you a walkthrough of every inch of this amazing product, and we'll also be introducing viewers to our global distributor network. And we'll be answering your questions at the end of the episode with Chief Sales Officer Will Green, specifically addressing the Y85. Now, throughout this series, we want to hear from you. If you have any questions, the details of how to get in touch are on the screen now. Additionally, at the end of every episode, we're going to be hosting an exclusive webinar. To take a real deep dive and interact with us during those webinars, simply look on the details on the screen or visit our Facebook Live page and register to attend. Now, we're about to join Ross Gill aboard the Y85 in Khorsand Bay to explore the main deck of this fantastic product.
Here we are on the main deck of the Y85, and as you can see, in the wheelhouse. Really quite an advancement on our previous boats. Again, fully integrated glass bridge, incorporating Garmin or Raymarine, whichever the preference, but also you're moving into your ship management system, which is the bonning, which is this screen here and this screen here. And what that does is it enables you to control all the ship's systems, and that's from freshwater, AC, DC power, as well as being able to control all the lights around the boat. Really nice bit of kit. Air conditioning, so you can get a nice bit of cold air into you. Obviously you've got thrusters here, which are variable speed and hydraulic, and then you've got your throttles right near. Seats are on, nice armrests, so you can spend a decent amount of time here, passage planning or underway. These are electric, so they move forward and back as well as up and down. And then outboard I have a pop-out door to give you access to the foredeck for the crew, or if you like to bring the boat in on the throttles from this station, you can see all the way aft. Big window, so good visibility here. Double wipers on each side to clear when you're taking on any water. Chart drawer underneath, as well as a small unit to be able to put here. Extra power sockets there for chart plotters or iPhones or whatever you need. And then move into quite a nice area for the guests to enjoy, or is often used as an area for the captain to do his notes and his chart work. Drop window in the corner to allow a bit of fresh air in if need be, but really good integrated bridge here. We have a sliding door, so once the door is pushed across, it gives the crew the ability to pilot at night if the guests are enjoying themselves. Let's check out the galley. So it's really almost a discredit to call this a galley. It is a kitchen. You've got lots of space, plenty of lockers for offshore ice maker, as you can see here. We've got a dishwasher, obviously oven and cooktop here. Great light to see what you're doing and to make sure you're not feeling too claustrophobic. On this boat we've gone for the optional wine cooler, but you've got this nice section here so you can put coffee machines ready for the stewardesses or the stewards to serve. Overhead height microwave oven, and then as all Y boats we have the sub-zero refrigerator, so plenty of space there, as well as the integrated freezer drawers underneath. Well, it's lovely opening, so this area can be a bar area. You can enjoy your company with guests making a cocktail or so, but also this can raise up and completely conceal this whole galley, so the crew can get on and prepare food. Come into the saloon. Nice spacious area behind us. 2 bar stools can be ordered there should you want to, which really reiterates what a useful, versatile area we have here. AV underneath the saloon there. And then into your expansive seating. Obviously here we have the dining room table. Now you can put more chairs here because this table expands out, so you can get up to 10 people eating. If I just nip in behind you here, we have quite a nice little bar unit. So underneath, nice drinks fridge, and then storage for your glasses underneath here. And then into the saloon. Big windows, as always. Large sliding back door, so you really have that inside-outside feeling. Big 55-inch TV, obviously hidden away out of view when you don't need it, but pops up when you want to have that movie night, with all the AV nicely concealed out of sight. So back onto the aft deck of the Y85, and as you can see, this is a colossal space. You know, from the threshold of the saloon all the way to the back of the boat, you can see plenty of space to entertain your clients here. You've got a couple of occasional chairs that could go here, no problem at all. To utilise a coffee table as it is at the moment, or if you fold it out, got plenty of room for your guests to have a full meal out here in the sunshine. Now, here we have a staircase up to the flybridge, nice and wide steps, good purchase on solid stainless steel railing there, as well as a locker underneath those stairs for storing anything like shoes or what may be needed. Nice servery, refrigeration, so you can serve your guests with colder beverages, and move it over some storage under here. Just a nice little unit to help aid looking after clients out here or guests. Moving on to the side, on the port side we have our third wing station. Throttles, thrusters, as well as our anchors and our engine controls. Really nice. So centre line of the flybridge is where the main helm position is. Bridge is on the starboard side, port side here, so all areas covered. Moving back, controls for your passerelle and your bathing platform, and obviously your bits. So your windlass, cleats, and then storage for your life raft is kept under there on both sides. And then we'll go down onto one of the best places, the bathing platform. And obviously this is hydraulic. Now the benefits of a hydraulic bathing platform aren't just the fact you can launch your 550 kilogram tender, which is what this one's capable of, but it's also many reasons why you have a boat. You know, this is where you can swim from, where kids can dive from. You can lower it down, put a parasol on here, put the deck chairs in and enjoy the view. We're very lucky today, obviously Plymouth isn't always like this, so you know, some days like this where having the boat and having a large bathing platform come into their own. More practical sense is we've got entrance to the crew cabin as well. So they can actually also go into the engine room from here, but this will be their day-to-day entrance. And then on the other side we have a good storage locker, so fenders, ropes, warps, wetsuits, life jackets. A rain shower integrates into the deck here, so you can have a proper shower when you get out from swimming, as well as a smaller, more occasional shower that's kept in the locker there. Good wide staircases, obviously on both sides. It doesn't feel like you're going up a set of steps. You are going up a staircase onto the aft deck, and obviously nice wide side decks up to the foredeck. Let's go and have a look up there. So now we move up onto the foredeck of the Y85, and as you can see, another great space. Plenty of big, deep seats in here. You know, lots of support when you get underneath here. I'm a little guy, but you can imagine, great space, lots of support underneath those legs. What's quite nice is that drop-down feature. So when you're sat here, you can really lie back and relax. Of course, integrated name audio stereo system up here. From a practical point of view, you've got big wing lockers, so two large openings either side, so you can drop your fenders in there, as well as having an extra to find those lost bits. Entrance there, to a cubby hole under there. Nice little coffee table there, so should you need to sit up here with drinks, you can do. And an option is to have this as a fold-up section, so you can sit here, lean back and have a conversation with your guests. Really quite a nice area. Trying to keep the starting cues going, so a nice angled bit of wood there, or teak, integrated with the paint, just give it that rich feel, as well as some stainless steel cup holders. As I said before, moving down, you've got deep, oval, chunky stainless steel sections, and what you might be able to notice is these little nodules here. We have 4 poles that you can go outboard here to create a nice shaded area. So they stock into the deck, clip onto the little knob here, 4 on either side to give a real nice sort of Bedouin style shade up on the foredeck. And then to the business end. 2 anchors on this boat. This client's gone for the stainless steel ones. 110 kilos by the look at, 50 kilos here, 80 kilos on the other side. 2 winches, and then obviously fairly cavernous lockers here. Similar to our other boats, you have your windlass control stored in one, as well as your capstan handle, and then access to your anchor chain underneath the other. Line fur leads, just to let the lines go out of the boat, stop it rubbing on the GRP or to the forward section, and of course your pennant. And then looking aft, you get a great view and great communication with your friends, captain or guests up on the flybridge.
So that was Ross Gill on the Y85. Thank you very much to Ross. There's going to be more coming further on in the episode as Ross continues to explore the Y85. So one of the things that really sets Princess apart is our presence in over 100 countries around the world. With these official distributors acting on behalf of Princess at the factory, there's no one better than Ed Streebig to join us and tell us a little bit about our distribution network. Ed, introduce yourself and tell us about the world of Princess from your eyes.
Thanks, Kieran. Well, I'm Head of Network Development at Princess Yachts, which essentially means I'm responsible for managing the relationship between the shipyard and those distribution partners around the world.
It's an interesting thing that you can go into so many places. Just how many offices do we have scattered across the world?
Well, it's a real point of difference for the Princess brand because we have 44 official distribution partners that represent the brand in over 115 countries. And with their sub-dealer networks, we have representation in over 150 points on the globe.
Right. And for someone who's interested in owning a Princess, what does that actually mean? What's the difference with having an official distribution network of that kind of strength?
Well, they're dedicated partners, so they're officially appointed, and we work very, very closely with them. And we have incredibly long-serving relationships with them. So the longest of those distributors has been with us in partnership for over 50 years.
Wow.
As somebody that wants a relationship with Princess Yachts or is just interested in boating, they have an opportunity wherever they are in the world to make contact with either one of those distributor partners or one of the sub-dealers that sits within their own local network. And the easiest way to do that is to go to princessyachts.com, which as a website will actually already identify your IP address and direct you to the most appropriate located distributor. Alternatively, you can put in your own location and the website will present you with all of the options of the most appropriate partner within that wider network worldwide.
And certainly customers have spoken to me in the past and have mentioned about the incredible ease at which they can interact with different distributors just in terms of helping them out when they need some kind of specific support, whether they might be chartering their boat or buying a brand new Princess. How do you nurture that behaviour? With 115 different offices around the world that you can walk into and talk about a Princess, in your role it must be really interesting to bring all those people together and get them to work with each other as a team. What are some of the ways in which you approach doing that?
Well, obviously the distributors are spread far and wide, and there are lots of different cultural aspects to it. Obviously language plays a part as well. But what they all have in common is this passion for boating and a passion for the Princess Yachts brand. So imagine you're a client who has purchased a boat and you're berthing it in the Mediterranean. But then on a seasonal basis, you might want to move it to the Caribbean. And then you might decide, oh, well, the America's Cup is happening all the way down in New Zealand. I'm going to move it down there for the winter in the Northern Hemisphere, the summer in the Southern Hemisphere. In all those locations, you've got a member of that family who is just there anticipating your requirements to help you. Yeah, and it doesn't matter where you purchased the boat originally. It's one big family, it's one network, and they're all working together pulling in the same direction to give you the best experience.
And we reached out to that one big family and just asked and made a request that they would send us a little snippet of where they are in the world and who they are, and they've done just that.
Hi, my name is Karima. I'm from Princess Yachts Qatar and I'm here on board an amazing Princess 64.
Hi everyone, I'm Carlo from Princess Yachts Italy. We are in Lavagna on board of the beautiful brand new S62.
Hi, I'm Alistair Brunskill and I'm from Princess Yachts Southeast Asia. We've been a distributor for Princess since 1994 and I'm here in sunny Singapore on board the new Princess F70.
Hello from our office in sunny Varna, Bulgaria. My name is Dimitar Panayotov and we have been a Princess dealer for 6 years.
Hello, I'm Owen. I'm from Princess Yacht Taiwan. I'm here in Princess Yachts Taiwan Budai International Marina and boarding a Princess B39.
Hello, my name is Miranda and I am from Princess Yachts Benelux. For more than 15 years we are the exclusive distributor of Princess Yachts in Belgium, the Netherlands and Luxembourg.
Hello everybody, I am Shakib. I'm part of Princess Yachts Tunisia.
My name is Emer Strong and I'm here today in Jersey, home of Princess Yachts Channel Islands. And today we are showcasing the Princess V40 in St Helier Marina.
Hi, I'm Nick Case from Princess Yachts Sales Marbella. I'm here in Puerto Banús on a Princess S66.
Hello everybody, Nigel James from Princess Yachts in Mallorca, coming to you from Adriana, one of a number of our outlets across the Balearics.
Hello everyone, I'm Natalia from Princess Cyprus, and we have been distributors for 13 years, so I send you my best regards from beautiful Princess 88.
Hi, I'm Scott Williamson from Princess Yachts New Zealand, and I'm down here in the heart of Auckland's Viaduct Harbour, aboard the stunning Princess V60.
From the mystical India, Navneet Marine Private Limited, the official distributor for Princess Yachts.
Hello, my name is Hidetoshi Jibiki. I'm from Princess Yacht Japan.
Hi, my name is Johan. I'm from Princess Yachts East Sweden. We have been proud distributors for 45 years, and I'm currently in the machinery room of our Princess V55.
Hello, my name is Natalia Kucherenko. I am from Princess Yacht Ukraine.
Hello, I am Claudio from Princess Yacht Argentina, Roca and Terrizano Barcos. We cover also Uruguay, Paraguay, Chile, Peru and Ecuador.
Hello, my name is Alejandro Diaz. I'm from Princess Yachts Mexico. I'm here in La Paz, Baja California Sur, and on board 98 yachts.
Hello, this is Clemens, and I am very happy to work for the beautiful Princess Yachts brand in Austria.
Hello everyone, my name is Bruce Hasty. I work for Princess Motor Yacht Sales in the UK. I'm here at Swanwick Marina on board the new F70.
Hello, my name is Choi. I am from Princess Yacht Korea. I'm here in Han River in Seoul on board Princess Forestry.
Hi, from Princess Yachts Malta, I'm Duncan, and here we are on the stunning Princess F70.
So thank you very much to all of those guys out there in the network. There are many, many more. We're going to be presenting them to you later on in the episode, and continuing out through the rest of the episodes as well. We're going to be featuring some of them to talk to us a little bit more about being in the Princess family. Ed, if you are a customer, and whether it's a new Princess or a used boat or a charter experience, what are the key benefits that you get from interacting with this network?
Well, they've just worked with that client base so long that they get to know their individual clients like friends, really. So you know, they come to know them as fellow boaters that share a passion in getting out on the water. They meet their families, they meet their friends, and they go through generations of working closely with those individuals. So they get the opportunity to really get under the skin of what the individual preferences are, what they like to do, how they like to specify their boats, and how they like to enjoy their boating experience.
Ed, it's 2020, a pandemic has gripped the world. How does our network respond, and what do they do now? How are they interacting with our clients?
Well, the reaction's been fantastic. We always knew that we had a world-leading network, particularly in the area of service, and it's really just come to the fore in 2020. So we have owners who've got boats that are maybe in unusual, extraordinary locations. They're not being able to move them. They're not getting access to their boats. But wherever that boat is within the global network, they've really stepped up. And the fact that we have this amazing coverage just means that as an owner, you've got that peace of mind, whether it's maintenance or it's parts or it's jobs that need doing with your boat that otherwise you've been putting off. Now's the opportunity. Lots of people are taking advantage of that and getting that service from those factory-trained technicians around the world.
Great. Well, thanks very much for joining us, Ed. We're going to join Ross again, who's taking us through the lower deck on the Y85.
As you can see, we're here anchored in Corsan Bay this morning, and great opportunity to see these beautiful big windows that we have in this stateroom. Flooding the area here with good light. This is a really nice integrated vanity unit, lit from above as well, so you're not relying on that natural light. Customer choice of chairs in here, so you can choose whatever style you like. And as you come around, again, trademark, you've got your AV in there, which will control your TV, your stereo system, and also a bit of storage there. Nice little features. This boat was one of the first ones that took on the new design cues that Sarah Vree worked on, our creative design director. Quite subtle, going away from lots of wood to more soft fabrics, but still keeping some nice lit wood as a feature. And then you move aft into full wardrobes. So full hanging height there. You've got an optional safe unit, and then 2 double mirror doors, drawers underneath, storage above, and then little cubby hole on the side there. Underneath the bed, as with all Princesses, you have drawer storage, so you can get to that both sides. So unlike on some of the other boats where it's in front of the bed, these come out of the sides. These are lovely floating side tables, and obviously your controls. Now on the Y85 we have controls to the lights, which are all scene set, so you can have for evening, to leave on at night if you like a bit of low level lighting, and indeed you've got your controls here for your blinds, electric blinds on either side. As we walk over, we've got a really nice area here which can be utilised as more storage, or as they've done on this boat, you can have a nice sofa area. Underneath is 2 more storage areas. Again, trying to eke out as much storage from these boats as we can to make them as livable as possible. Coming through, you have your ensuite. Historically, we had the entrance through the walk-in wardrobe. Now you have the door here, which gives us the ability to have a separate cubicle for the toilet, or WC. You've got twin sinks as normal, plenty of storage, and then outboard you have that amazing rain shower shower unit with taking advantage of the views. Okay. Big 55-inch TV, so you've got great view from when you're in bed, connected to the surround sound obviously. More controls to your air conditioning and your lighting, so this is all scene selection. These are repeated down next to the beds. And then we move out into the foyer where we have more storage should you want it, but also this could be separate washer dryers. You get washer dryers in the crew cabin as well as standard, but you can have them here if you need to. And let's go and take a look in the guest accommodation forward. So the Y85 is a 4-cabin boat. So you've got your master ensuite, and then you've got your 3 guest cabins. We're going to take a look at the Queen first. So we come in, and first thing you notice is that big bar window there, letting that light in and giving your guests that view. Opening portholes, plenty of storage that we've tried to utilise outboard, as well as carrying on that design feature of the bars and the 20-degree in the fabrics there. Nice bedside tables, storage underneath this bed. Should you want to have a TV, it would go just on this bulkhead here, just above the vanity unit. And forward you have your ensuite, heated towel rail should you want it, and then really nice feature, the outboard shower, so you can take advantage of those views. Now opposite we have the twin. These beds can slide together as an option should you want to make a double, or you can keep them as twins. More carry on with that design. Bar window, overhead lockers above there, storage under both beds, and that is accessible both sides, whether it's open or shut. Full height wardrobes, and then moving into the ensuite. Before we get into the VIP, you've got good storage under there. So trying to utilise again, that will also give you access to your bilges as well. And then up into, always my favourite part of the boat, but this is great space. Full height wardrobe, so your important guests don't feel short changed on board here. Nice vanity unit, those lovely knife windows that go forward on each side, that give you that beautiful sea vista. Again, storage everywhere, above your eye level, low level, big storage underneath each of the sides of the bed, and then obviously your ensuite.
Thanks very much to Ross for that. And now we're going to shoot over to the tropics to join Princess Yachts Southeast Asia on a Y85 to tell us a little bit about that product and what it means in their market.
Hello everyone, my name is Varit Jongsakum. I'm the Group Managing Director of Princess Yacht Southeast Asia. I'm very proud to be here standing on our own brand new Princess Yachts 85 at Phuket Boat Lagoon Marina, based in Phuket, Thailand, home of Princess Yacht since 1994. The Princess 85 is one of our most popular series of boats, thanks largely due to its size, luxury, attention to detail, and the ability to become both a fantastic day boat or for longer journeys. Our Asian owners particularly enjoy eating and drinking on board, socializing, often with the family, be it with the elderly parents or grandparents, or even among themselves and their friends. Our owner also enjoy water sports, especially in this great cruising ground where there are wonderful nature. We often see turtles, dolphins, whale sharks, but also we've got a beautiful coral reefs here for the divers. The water is often very calm, especially in the protected bay around Phuket. Owners can enjoy a comfortable cruising experience on the Princess 85, especially on this boat where we've fitted a spa bath on the flybridge, which is a fantastic area to enjoy the sunset. Thank you very much. ขอบคุณครับ
Thank you very much to Princess Yachts Southeast Asia for that Y85 experience. And now we're going to rejoin Ross aboard the Y85, who will also be joined by Gareth Sandy to take us through a technical deep dive aboard in our final walkthrough of the Y85.
So here we're on the flybridge of the Y85, on the aft section of it, where you can really take appreciation of this balcony of the sea, really. Nice glass section, so if you do have sun lounges up here, you can see straight out of the back of the boat. Lovely spot to be. Now you can put your tender up here, and this client has actually chosen to go for the optional davit, or you can just have loose furniture. Forward of that, you come into a nice sun lounger, which has storage underneath it for all those covers and bits and bobs, as well as drinks holder on the far side. Underneath the hard top to give you some nice shade, I'll go around to the bar. Another real nice entertaining area. Integrated double grill underneath here, as well as plenty of refrigeration. So you've got your fridge, your ice maker, storage, obviously hot and cold water, and then a nice bar to stand here and entertain. Opposite here, you can have stools here should you want to, so it becomes a bit more of a party atmosphere. And then you have the table. Pull out central section so you can have it as a dining table or as optional coffee tables, and then move forward into forward section. Again, trying to integrate these lovely details, so plenty of teak inlays, drinks holders everywhere, cutaways to try and make the furniture look a lot lighter, and then down into a nice day bed, double helm station, another day bed on the other side, so your guests can be protected from the wind when underway. Good helm, 3 big screens up here, central one being in that bonning screen again, good command station, obviously fantastic visibility. And then on this boat we have the hard top, which has the integrated glass sections which let lots of natural light in. You can also have that as a solid section, or indeed you can have it as louvers, so you can have it as shade or open depending on how you want to use. But on a day like today in Koh San Bay, it really is a wonderful place to be.
So here we are in the engine room of the Princess Y85, and I'm on the centre line with the MAN V12 diesel engines, 1900 horsepower each side of me. They deliver a top speed on this vessel between 30 and 32 knots, depending on the specification. And as you can see, they really don't hinder the space here in the engine room. I've got ample space above me here and above the engines as well. Outboard of the engines, you've got the 2 holding tanks for diesel fuel, with the day tank on the centre line and the bilge behind me. And the total fuel capacity on this boat is 11,000 litres. On the forward bulkhead, on the centre line here, you've got the automatic fire suppression system, which has its own manual override as well, with distribution panels for DC electricity on the starboard side and AC electricity on the port side. All easy to hand, sealed away behind those panels there. Underneath the bilge space here, again, we've got tread plates in all of the floors, so you've got plenty of easy access for servicing and maintenance, as you'd expect to see on any of the Princess range. And as we move aft, you'll see on the back of each engine there is a fuel polishing system, which is another feature that it really pushes the specification of the Y class. Outboard to starboard, we've got the house battery bank up on the top of that frame there. Underneath is the exhaust muffler for the starboard engine. And then forward on the side of the fuel tank there, we have 2 DC battery chargers along with the inverter for the audio-visual system. On the port side, above the exhaust muffler, we've got an optional water maker. The water capacity on this boat is 1,500 litres, so plenty of freshwater capability for extended cruising on this vessel. Aft in the engine room here, you've got 2 generators on this boat. One generator comes with the Y85 as standard, and that's 27 kilowatt generator, with an additional mounted above as an option. And again, you can see here you've got your fuel water separators seawater strainers and seacocks, all easy to hand for daily checks and servicing. I'm now moving over towards the starboard side of the engine room, through the watertight door into the crew area. So this is the door, as you can see, plenty of headroom to come through, and seals closed with a viewing port in the top for easy inspection of the engine room when you're coming down here for your engine room checks underway. Now, one really nice upgrade when you move into the Y85 from its smaller models in the Y-Class range is the double access into the crew. So you've got a staircase down from the starboard side deck, which functions great when either the boat's berthed and you want to give the guests some privacy in the saloon, or you just want a safer access down here for engine room checks or crew access underway. And then as we move through the crew area, behind these doors here, you have a washing machine down below and separate drying machine above. And on the starboard side here, we've got 2 berths in this cabin. And again, as you can see, I'm stood in here quite comfortably with plenty of space. Behind me is a full hanging storage locker. You've got an opening port light with a large window around it for great natural light and ventilation in this cabin. And the 2 berths offer plenty of room with great access to the top berth and individual reading lights for both berths. All the cabins down here are also air conditioned separately. You've got a good kitchenette down here as well, with a 150 litre fridge underneath the counter here, with sea securing lock on the front. And then again, a step up from the boat below this in the Y-Class range, you've got a wash basin and then microwave convection oven above, with again more storage above and more storage to the port side and underneath as well. Over here on the port side is a shared bathroom for all of the crew members, again with good headroom in the separate shower stall, and again opening port light, which is a really nice upgrade from the Y78. You can naturally ventilate this bathroom with ease. After the bathroom on the port side, I'm now in the other crew cabin, which comes with a single berth as standard and a second berth as an option. So you've got the ability to accommodate 4 crew very, very comfortably on the Y85. And again, as you can see, plenty of room in here, plenty of head height, equal space in the berths and ample storage underneath and in this hanging locker right behind me. You've also got 2 full standing height mirrors for the crew when they're getting ready for work in the morning. And then to finalise here in the crew, you've got a really good sized dinette with a folding leaf table, which makes it really easy to get in, but then gives you plenty of space to sit down and have a meal for 2, possibly 3 if you were to have a loose stool down here as well. Behind me is also a really good cubby for storage, and that accommodates an AV system should you choose to specify one down here, with the option for a 32-inch television on the bulkhead opposite me here. So great little space for the crew to enjoy at the end of a hard day out on the water. And as you can see at the aft end of the crew, we've got 4 decent sized steps up to the transom door, which leads out to the bathing platform where the tender gets mounted on the Y85. So to summarise on the Y85, you've got a really good performing boat with plenty of volume, both for guests and for crew. The crew being aft gives you that level of privacy that the guests would appreciate, and also gives the crew a really good volume space to live in for extended periods out on the water, cruising further afield, which is one of the key attributes to the Y-Class range.
I hope you've enjoyed the tour of the Y85, a worthy flagship of the Y-Class for Princess. You know, from those 4 double cabins downstairs, all en suite, to that really beautiful saloon and that up-down section of the galley to make it into a bar or the concealed galley, back to that expansive aft deck, and of course an amazing swimming platform right up here to the flybridge. Now, if you'd like any more information on this boat, please get in contact with your local dealer, and they'll be able to answer any questions you may have and talk about availability and when you can get yours. Now, we will be getting some more details of the boat in the webinar, so if there's any questions, you want me to go back into any of the areas in a bit more detail, please do get in contact and we'll do our best to answer any questions. Thanks very much.
So thank you very much to Gareth and to Ross for taking us on that deep dive through the Y85. As we approach the end of this episode, we've received many questions from our viewers. And to answer those questions, I'm joined by Chief Sales Officer Will Green, who's been in the Princess business for a considerable time, to talk to us a little bit about the Y85. And Will, the Y85, what does it mean to you?
Well, as you say, I've been here a long time, nearly 2 decades, just had my 17th anniversary. So I've seen quite a lot of different Princess models over the years. And every time we develop a new motor yacht, we take all the lessons that we learned from the one we did before and the one we did before that. And as you can imagine with the Y85, we've built a number of 80-footers, different models over time. So we put all of that experience into this boat, and she is magnificent, and she does look spectacular.
Yeah, and looks are one element of it, but the functionality of a product at that size with that kind of a volume, what do owners want to get out of a boat like that? And what are the key differences in moving into something like a Y85, do you think?
I think, a Y85 epitomises what Princess is all about. We've got a very, very deep V hull, extended cruising range. Obviously, with a boat, you're enjoying destinations, and this is a boat that can take you and your family there in absolute safety and absolute comfort. Very deep V hull, capable in seas that you and I wouldn't want to be in. So you've got that assurance with a Princess.
Yeah.
Then added to that, an extended cruising range. Every time we develop a hull, they become slightly more efficient, slightly more slippery. So, for example, Y85 at 10 knots can cruise for over 1,000 nautical miles, 1,200 nautical miles.
Yeah.
And yet she's still capable of speeds of 30 knots. If you run the boat at maximum speed, you've still got a substantial range. It's a very, very efficient, low-drag hull. Again, an evolution of the Deep V Princess hull. So at maximum cruising speed, if people run the boat at say 25 knots, you still got in excess of 400 nautical mile range. So you can really save fuel and cruise slower, use your stabilizers to maximum effect, and take your time and enjoy the journey. But if you need to get to a particular marina at a certain time, maybe it's a restaurant appointment, or maybe some of your guests have a flight to catch, you can put the throttles down and cruise comfortably and still have a substantial cruising range.
That's great. Well, a lot of the viewers have sent us in some questions specifically about the Y85, and a lot of the questions were specifically addressing range. Some of the other interesting elements of the product that people wanted to find out more about, such as stabilization. Can you tell us a little bit about the Y85 and what options are available?
So I think most, if not all, of the Y85 that we've built have been fitted with the Sleipner vector fin stabilizers. So you've got two options really with stabilization. You've got a gyro, which is a big gyroscopic heavy unit that spins and pivots to counteract the roll of a boat. Very effective when you're at anchor. As an alternative, you've got hydraulic fin stabilizers, or we offer hydraulic fin stabilizers, which have a fin either side of the boat underneath the waterline that rotates with hydraulic power, again to counteract the roll of the boat. So, for example, if you take a boat out in a heavy swell and put the boat beam on the sea, activate the fin stabilizers, they literally feel like they defy gravity. It's absolutely fantastic. So, in simple terms, your family don't feel seasick in conditions where it's almost undoubtedly they will feel poorly.
And usually within the family, there's that real enthusiast. But we find that pretty much everybody gets involved, and they're all very enthusiastic, and they all want that product to be theirs, uniquely theirs. So what are some of the options that and ways in which people can develop that personalized approach to the Y85, their ideal Y85?
In terms of personalization, with the 85-foot yachts and above, we will give you, as a buyer, as an owner, a dedicated member of our Princess Design Studio. And together with them and our design team at the factory, they'll work on your own specifications. So if you've got certain elements that you want to personalize, you've got a specific taste, we'll help you along that journey, whether it's simple things like soft furnishings or something more complex, timber finishes, solid surfaces, stones in bathrooms and galleys, and create a theme and something that really comes together.
Just how far can you go in those kind of nuanced details? Is it literally just the colour and trim, or are there options for actually changing the way in which the boat operates and in its absolute sort of layout?
If a customer wants something specific, maybe it's a bespoke item of furniture, they have particular storage needs, something like that, because we're so vertically integrated, we're probably the most vertically integrated of the production yards. We employ 3,000 people in Plymouth that are employed by Princess. All they do is build Princesses. 1,000 odd of those are building the components that go into the boat, and rather than the final assembly, they're making fuel tanks, water tanks, they might be making small mouldings, they might be making furniture pieces. Our cabinet shop is absolutely fantastic, and we like to tell customers that we're one of the biggest furniture builders in the UK. So if you come along and you've got a specific requirement, you want a particular item of furniture, maybe you want a bar in the saloon or whatever it might be, we've got the ability to not only build it, but to design it in a way that it fits in keeping with the styling of the rest of the boat.
Yeah.
And that's something that we're really proud of.
And the life aboard, so one of our viewers has specifically asked the question, what are the toys and the gadgets that I can have on this product? Typically, what are we seeing with owners enjoying a Y85? What do you see?
One of the things with the larger Princess, they're all shaft drive. You've got a port and a starboard throttle. Put one in reverse and one ahead, you can turn the boat on a sixpence. Added to that, the stabilizers we spoke about, so it's comfortable out at sea. And part of that hydraulic system is a bow thruster and a stern thruster, if you opt for it, which most do. And again, irrespective of the throttles, you can turn the boat on its own axis with those thrusters. You can move it sideways. It's also got a dock hold function where you can push a button and you can set up the weight of the thrusters fore and aft so that it's balanced. And then you just push a button, you can hold the boat against the dock. It'll hold itself alongside and you can jump off and tie it up yourself if you want to.
Yeah.
The Y85 is fitted with MAN V12 engines, two big diesel engines. And one of the beauties of that system is they offer a joystick control system that links in with your thruster system. So you can literally, if you want to push the boat to the starboard side, you push the control to the right. And if you want to move the boat to the port side, you move the control to the left. You can twist it to turn the boat on its axis. So it synchronizes what might appear to be more complicated systems, the two big propellers on shafts, the bow thruster, the stern thruster, integrated through a joystick control. You and I might struggle with it to start with. Give it to a 12-year-old, they'll park the boat in 10 seconds.
Yeah.
So that again makes accessibility very easy.
Will, thank you very much for joining us today and explaining what the Y85 means to you.
Pleasure.
Will and I will be jumping into the webinar shortly. If you haven't already registered for that, you can do that via our Facebook Live page. For this episode, or for any of the future episodes within the series, we'll be having a deeper dive into the products and the people and the story behind Princess. So thank you very much for joining us on this episode, and we'll catch you in the next one.